So today we are going to make the program of snake. Okay, that will a mini snake that will make it. Okay, so first use the Visual Studio Code, and here I have started the game and we can see that how it is working. Okay, so there is two conditions. First, like what score that when I'm eating the foods that my score is increasing. Okay, and also there is a level 1, level 2, and also the timing is counting. You can see that. Okay, so as I'm just going to eat the food. Okay, so there is a level 1. Okay, so after eating the 5 foods it will be goes to the level 2. If I'll not hit the enter the button, then automatically the level 2 will be start. Okay, so level 2, I'm not going to hit the enter, so it is just going to count and it has been started automatically. And also we can see that the change of the snake as a color has been changed. Okay, so color has totally different, and also the length of the snake has been increased. Okay, that has been started from the dead place that I have left, and from the level 1 also the timing is continuing. So now the game is over. So this is a little demo that we are going to make it something. Okay, so might be we'll change in our when we'll make the games. Okay, so before the making the C++ game, if you are not aware of the C++, how it works, so you have to learn the C++. So for this, I have make a tutorial video. Okay, so you have to just type learn code with Rajiv. Okay, and you will be just copy and paste and just search in the YouTube. Okay, learn code with Rajiv. Here you have to go to the YouTube, and all the topics have been covered in this video. Okay, so in the YouTube, just let me open it, and here is YouTube, and here learn code with Rajiv. Okay, so we can see that uh, here is in the second, in the first option, the learn code with Rajiv. There is the 74 videos. In the 70 videos is only for the C++. Okay, so you have to just click on it. Okay, and here we can see that the playlist is also option. So the C++ tutorial for beginners. Okay, so here you can see that in the right side corner there is all the videos that is available for the like inheritance, parameters, returns, what is the return of overloading, everything that has been mentioned in the beginning level. So you have to first learn this. Okay, so if you are getting any issue or something, just let me know, just message me, say drop me a comment, I'll be help out regarding this. Okay, so now we will start to make the code. Okay, so first I'll using the Visual Studio Code. So I'm just going to open the new file, and first I'm just going to save the file. So here my C++ games, and inside this I'll make the folder. Okay, like a snake, okay, snake. Okay, in this folder I'll save the game. Okay, as a for the name as a snake, and extension will be C++, and I'll use the same. Okay, and now we'll start to write the code. So choosing, as I'm just going to make the program, so first we need to add all the header file. Okay, here. So first I'll use the has include and stdio dot h. Okay, that is a standard input output file. Okay, and after this you will use a, that is a very basics, that we have to add all the header file, that we will use the hash include time.h. Okay, so the time.h will be help us to provide the informations of date and time. Okay, and after this we'll use hash include, not include, hash include std libraries. Okay, so as you want many libraries in this, so we have added this. Now after this you'll use the hash include, and then another conio, it should be like the conio hash include conio.h. Okay, and after this hash includes c type. So actually C type contains the inbuilt function to handle character in the C and C++ both. Okay, so this is the beauty of that C type. Okay, sometimes you will be like functions, printf, scanf. Okay, so it will be just, it will help us, okay, to use the handle characters like the function by using the function. So now the window does it. So window dot is generally provides to use the access of Win32 API functions that is inbuilt in this. Okay, so like that, like it will user interface, Windows environment that will make it, then the graphics and modules and the system interface and many things. Okay, that we will be add in this one. Okay, and after this we are going to add, okay, so also we need to add a process.h. Okay, so has include and then process.h. So process dot is a container that we can say for the set of resource and used while the executing a program. Okay, so that will be that will be they will provide the way that it will work perfectly. Okay, so there is a hash define, that the hash define is a component that we can see that allows the program to give a name to the constant value before the program is compiled. Okay, so like we have like a name, like this is a name, so that will work accordingly. Okay, so like we have just giving the name to the constant value, so that will be just compiled before the program. Okay, so like we have to up 72, that we are taking the value. Okay, so here is a like a fixed value that we are taking the integer. Okay, this up 72 and down, that will be like 80. Okay, so we are just then after that we will use like a left. Okay, left should be like a 75, and then hash defined right, and defined right in the caps locks, right, RICST right, and that should be like 77. Okay, now after this I will declare data types is an int, and then I'll the length. Okay, so everything depends on the length. Okay, in this snake game. Okay, then the int band number. Band number will help out to how many times my snake is moving. Okay, it will make the left, right, up and down. So I'll do the band underscore no number, then int, and then int length. Okay, int alien length. Okay, then character, I also use a character key. Okay, then void, I'll use so many functions. Okay, so inside the functions I'll be defined individually like functions, so it will be help out to read the program very easily. Okay, so first I'll be make the program the records, so it will save the records, and then void load. Okay, so after records. Okay, so here I need to comment. Okay, so I'm just not going to make the comment, so only for the records. When I will play the game, so it will save my records. Okay, and here after records I will make like a load. Okay, so it will be load, and the program has been started something, then when any app has been opened, so it loading something, it will be shown, so it will work like a load. And then the int life, in the int life what will happen, in the int life it will calculate the total life. I will provide the option, so how many times user can play in a single start game. Okay, like if I have 3 chance, then I can play all 3 chance, and I'll calculate the total scores in the 3. Okay, so and after that I will be like a void delay. Okay, and then long, I will take a, it is long and double. Okay, delay, that will be how much delay it will take to start and something, and then void move. Okay, so it will depends how my snakes is moving towards the food or something. Okay, so I'll use the void move, and this is a void move, then and the void food that we will do the code inside the food, like where the food should be appear, when the food should be appear, and what will happen if you are not going to eat the food. Okay, by the snakes. Okay, and after the scores would be also calculated. Okay, then also we have to print something, the statements. Okay, before starting the game, Okay, so we can say notification instructions we will print in this. And then here I'll use a void, and after this, okay, so in the next line I'm going to define a function for the axis and y-axis and x-axis, and in the both ways. Okay, so void go to xy, and then here I'll pass the parameter as a int data types x, and then int data types y is the second parameter's name. Okay, and after this I'll use another void with the same name, but here will be as this is a case sensitive, so I'll g as a caps lock, so that will be a different function name. Okay, as you are not aware of that, then you have to learn the C++ very carefully if you are beginners and in the new learner in this. Okay, so I'll just take the same data types as x and y. Okay, that will be help out more and more when I'll start the code. And after this, also I'll use the void bend. So what will happen in the bend? We will be calculate the total bending and also manipulate the functions how snakes are bending, like up to right, so to left to right, up to down. That the function will work perfectly. Okay. So now, so I will use a void border. So in the border, we will be define a some sign that will be make our environment very is nice and attractive. And also we have to take care of the outputs also inside this. And after the void down, okay, and the void down, so we will just define the function how it will works. In the then after that left, okay, and after left we have to use a then left, then right. Okay, so there is a number of functions that we have to define. Okay, void, then up, then void, right. Okay, and after this, also if you will we exit the game. So for this, we have to define the function inside this and the conditions exit game. And also I am just making the score only. Okay, so if I want to print something, I have to read the files, then I have to define this function score only. Okay, score only. Okay, so that will print also. Okay, so here, okay, so in this, so I'm just using the struct coordinate. Okay, so what will happen here? Struct is a way. Okay, so struct is just providing the way that some things that that we can say that here inside this as well, it's just providing the alternative names. Okay, just we can say that this like this structure that is a data types. Okay, that I have defined. Okay, and now I have defined the variables. I have function. I make the just data types names, then the function and the coordinates, and then the define the data types. Okay, and after this, I'm just going to use a that is very interesting topic, Typedef. Okay, so Typedef generally keyword. This is a keyword to allow to user to provide the alternative names for the primitive, like the I have a like a integer and user defined as a structure. Okay, data types, so that will help out to provide the alternative names. Okay, so I will use here. Okay, so type defined structure, as I have told, the structures are data types that I've taken and the name of that. Okay, so type data types struct, and then I'll use a coordinate. Okay, here because I want to use alternative name for this. Okay, so I'm just going to use the coordinate, and then because for the struct that will coordinate and type define, that will be alternative name for the alternative. So I'll be same keep the same name as alternative. So that to the that data types. Okay, that has been already named. So I'm just defining a new name to that data types. Okay, so and after this, and I'm just going to paste coordinate head. Okay, and bend, how much it will bend, like a 500, or you can take then food then body, which I will pass the values of 30. Now int main, here I'll define main, initialize the main. Okay, inside this character that I have already defined key. Okay, so character key print system CLS. Okay, CLS. Then after it will load, length, as I have already defined above. Okay, so I'm just providing the value here. Okay, so few of that again I'm defining to passing the value dot head dot x. Okay, equal to 25. Okay, here I have to just go to the out, and then head dot y equal to 20 and a 520. So 20. Okay, head is equal to 20. That like head directions. Okay, so I'm just taking from this one that I have already defined. Okay, so I'm just going to copy paste and head dot directions. Okay, head dot direction is equal to right. Okay, so right and border. Okay, then this one, and I'll use the food, not here, my mistake. And after this, here's the food. Okay, so here what will happen? So here I'm just making the comment. So to generate a food coordinate initially, okay, so when the Synapse will move, so what will happen? So just going to generate, I'm just making the comment, generate like food coordinate initially. Okay, so what will happen? So when the game will start, so using this one, okay, so my food will be generated, okay, initially from the initial point. Okay, initial. Okay. Okay, here is the, so now as I have defined the life, okay, so I'm just putting as a life equal to 3. Okay, life is equal to 3. So life is equal to 3. So here number of extra lives. Okay, so I'm defining the number of extra life. So extra life means if I'm playing from the 1, so I will have a 3. Okay, so if I'm playing, it just started the game, so I have just closed the game, so we can see that that is showing the data types. Okay, so that is a perfect now. So like I have started the game, playing the game, I have just down, and I have just touched the something border, so it will be closed. So after this I will have the 3 chances. Okay, so I will be just going to do this. Okay, so this is a live, then band. Okay, so this is the beauty of the Visual Studio. So if I'm just here and yeah, so now for the move, that was a move. Okay, this is a move. Okay, so for this move I have, so also here, okay, so initializing initial bend coordinate. Okay, so like if it will move, okay, the function like the snake will move from towards the food, so it will be used, then it will be initialized by coordinate. Okay, here is don't need to make the comment. Okay, then move, then it will return. Okay, as you are not aware of the what the returns 0, just like if you are returning something value, so it will show the return 0. Okay, so now this has been closed, so I'm just using like I have created this one. Okay, so I have to close here. Okay, and after this here, and okay, this is now perfect. So I'm just going to up this one. Okay, return 0. I'll use the void. Okay, void move. in this I have taken the void, means it will not return anything, it will just going to not return integer data types. As I have taken the integer data types, then it will return something, okay, in the value, okay. But I am using the void, so it for the move, so it will not return anything, okay, in the data types. So void move, I'm just taking it, okay. So I'm just taking the data types a, data types a, data as integer, and the variable name a and I, okay. So here, and after this I'll use a do while loop, okay. So do, not this one, okay. In this do, what I'm going to do that, so I'll just using the food, okay. The food, that was not like food, this was like food, okay. This is fine now, okay. Then have plus, okay, this is a file extensions, okay. So it will include the file and it will take the value from there, okay. So I'm using the f plus. So what will happen, so it will be just going to stream something that it will request from the previous records, then it will get the data and it will move to the next one, okay. So it will help for this, okay. So plus to just std, std, okay, so not stdir, std, like I'm using this one, okay. So here, after this, so after this I'm just going to provide the length, okay. So it will start from the 0, okay, start from the 0 length, and I will use the loop, okay, for this, because if I will go to the my like food, that it will make to the move to the like next one. So I will set the 0 and I is less than the 30, okay, and I plus plus, okay. So here inside this I have to define how it works. So for the body, okay, so what will happen, so body will be like I dot x equal to, it will start from the 0, and body, okay. So body, that will work for the x and y, that will start from the coordinate like that we have defined, that will be 0. And then if I'll put the condition, if I equal to length, okay. So that I have defined, that is a, and then what will happen, so here if I is equal to, it will reach the length, so it will be just break, okay. I'll use the break here, okay. And after this, close this one. Only I'll use a do, not while, okay. So do, and in the do I have used the loops, then I have to for loop, then I have to break, okay. So now after this I'll use the delay, okay, delay, and here length, and I'll just make up length, then I use a border, and this, if I use if statement, if head dot direction, okay, direction, head dot directions, okay. So here, so if the snake head, you will in the direction, first you will choose the right one, you will to right, I think it should become, it's okay, this is okay now. So right, then it should be like and so right one, not this one, right, okay. So here I'm just going to do this one. So for the same, I have to take the for the left, right, and down. So I'm just going to copy paste for the like left, then right, then up and down, okay. So if, and here like else if, I'm just using the else if, and else if, and also I use else if, okay. So first is the right, and then I use the left, okay, left. So head directions is it left, it should be the left, okay, the left. And this is a down, so it should be the like down, okay, down should be like the up, uh, okay, here's up. So now after this I'll exit the game, exit the game. Okay, and here I'm just, so I have defining the in the loop. Okay, so what will, how it will works when the my snake will moves, it will take the date types I and I, then it will define the code of clause, and then it will stream. Okay, it will stream the value from the old one. If I'm going to moving the my like the snakes, it will just read from the my old stream, and it will be used for this something like that. So if you are want to read more about that, then I will tell you in the next lecture. Okay, for this that we have should know to know only it will be used for the string. Okay, a plus the length I've defined from the 0 to the start, it will go to I, then it will be in the 30, then I plus. Also I can increment. Okay, so if i's length is equal to I is 0 and less than 30, that it will break for x. For the y it will be for the from the 0. Okay, then the length I've defined everything. Okay, so after exit the game, I'm just using here in the while statement. Okay, so while, okay, so in the while what I'm going to do that, so while, okay, here I have to put the conditions. You can see that. So not, so here I'm using something different. Okay, not KB hit. Okay, so when my snake will be hit to the like a food instead of the like the boundary. Okay, so it will be something that I will use the method here, and I will define the code. Okay, so here I'm just going to find like a a equal to get. So what will do that? Okay, so first what will happen, so first it will be just hold a screen for a while when the button is hit. Okay, so here we have defined the kb hit functions. Okay, so hit the functions, it will take input as a keyword from the screens. Okay, that we can say that like you are playing the home, so it will hold the screen, and what will do that, it not equal to not hit the. Okay, so if we have not hit the enter, so it will be hit hold the screens. Okay, like the starting the game that you will have this text something. Okay, so it will work something like that. Okay, so it will just going to hit this hold the screen when you will hit the enter button, it will start the game. If you will not going to hit the enter, that it will held or hold the screen, and it will just provide we, so just we, as also you are using not. Okay, if not, then it will hold the screen. If it will use the not, that it will just going to enter the using the button, it will hit the enter. Okay, and after this, and here, and after this, what I'll like, I'll use, okay, a functions inside this one. So I'll use the condition or the functions. If a equal to 27, I'm just passing the value. Okay, a not a, because here also I have to provide the time. Okay, the 27. Okay, then what will be the system? Okay, system and the CLS, system CLS here, CLS, and after this I have to use this one. Okay, exit 0. So after this I have to just closing. Okay, so I have not use this, I'm just using for the while on this statement to just go to that. So here I have to close this one. Okay, so I have to this, then after this also I have to use the key equal to get. Okay, so as you will hold a screen till time the key will not pass. Okay, yeah. So after this, here is the condition that I have to write this one. Okay, so I'm just taking this space, and here is a condition. If, okay, here you will put the conditions. Okay, here if key, okay, key equal to right and head dot direction. Okay, So header direction not equal to, directions not equal to left. Okay, left. Here is I have to put the multiple conditions. Okay, and the left and head dot direction not equal to right. Okay, so this is the first condition. Okay, so right, I have to use this one. Okay, so this is the conditions for the right hand. It should not equal to the right hand. Then so there is so many conditions here. Okay, so I'm just going to use and here or. So I have to just I'm going to first this one. Okay, so now I'm just going to use the copy paste. Okay, set this. I'm just going to copy paste because something will be changed here. And now here key is equal to, I'm just going to put the left. Okay, left and okay, here the left. Okay, key is equal to left hand and directions. Okay, then it should be the right. Should be okay. So first I'm using the left, then it direction should be the in the right. Okay, just it will be just opposite of this above one, right? Then it should be in the left. Okay, left again. I'm putting a stick left. Okay, so another condition will be like here after completion this. So that was for the if the right and left. Okay, so now I'm using for the up and down. Okay, so here like I'm using is key equal to up. Okay, up and here should be like down. Here is it down and then it should be the move to the up. Okay, so here is it. Okay, and for this again I'm just going to put it down. Okay, so here my will be like down here like my up and here in my down condition. Down. Okay, so here is all the condition. Okay, so first I put the for the right, then it will move to the then left, then it will move to the up, then it will move to the down. Okay, so all the condition has been put in, and after this inside I'm just going to use a wend. Okay, so wend will be the just going to down as a wending position. So wend, so number. So how many times it will be increment? Okay, so plus plus. Okay, so also you can use this one wend number, and as we already defined wend above. Okay, so wend inside this I'll pass so wend number. Okay, wend underscore number equal to move to the head. Okay, and head dot direction equal to key. So direction of the moving will be the head will be the to the key. Okay, so now in the next conditions I'm using if key equal to up. If I'm using the up keyword, so what will happen? So it will be like a head dot y. So if I'm using the y, so it will be going to like the just is going to less from the down conditions. Okay, so if I'm using the for the same, I have to for the x then y, then it will be for the left and right. Okay, so just I'm going to copy paste to saving the time. Okay, here is a down. If I'm going to down, that it will be the plus plus. Okay, for this down. Okay, up I'm going for the left and then the right. Okay, So for the same, for the right, I'm just using into C, and here I'll paste like that here to right. Right. If I'm going to write, and that it should be the plus plus. Okay. Head. So there was for the y, then it will be for the x. Okay. Not a small one. It should be the small one, not the big one. Okay. So then it will be for the right. Then it will be for the left. Okay. So I'm just using a left. Okay. It's a left. So it should be like the, if I'm going to y, that is a minus. Okay, so it should be decrement. Okay, head dot x, it should be decrement. Okay, and once it will complete, okay, so I have to just close the conditions here. Okay, not here. After the filling the condition for the, I'm just putting the condition for the keywords that it will take from my system. Okay, so now I'm just watching the move. Okay, and here I will close the condition. Okay, so that I have already created for the if, and here is condition has been fulfilled. Okay, so now, and here I have just, okay, so twos are just going to end do. Okay, so here is a condition inside this. So this is okay, both are correct now. So now just I'm making this space, and after the move, what I'm going to do that. Okay, and now I'm going to put the f, that was for the if condition. Okay, so inside after this I'll use else if. What will happen? So if the condition is not fulfilled, so first as defined is equal to 27, so it will check from the 27. Okay, and here like I'll use the system. So here just I'm going to clear the screen, okay, by using this one system CLS. So it will just going to clear the screen. Okay, so and it will be exit. Okay, so if I'm clearing the screen, that it should be the exit. Okay, so I have to take care of it, and here I have to follow something. Okay, CLS, that is okay. So I have to pass not this one, I have to this one. Okay, so and after it will check the condition if else. Okay, then it will exit from there. Now I will use the else here, print f, okay, slash, okay, slash e, and it will move. Okay, so it will move. So I'm just taking this as a name, so it will just print as a. Okay, so also you can change anything that we want to like design of that. So just I'm making the simple design here. So move, and here like here the else, just going to print the move. Okay, so okay, for this one I have to close this one. Okay, so I'm just going to off. Actually I have to remove this one. Okay, okay, so this is perfect now, and after this I am just going to coordinate the directions. So I'll use a void, as I have to already created go to xy. Okay, so int x int y. Okay, so inside this I'm just using, okay, so this is a just I'm using, okay, that was okay, so this will be help us to coordinate, okay, to x and y axis. Okay, co and CORD. Okay, so and after this code that I've already defined here, dot x, okay, equal to x, okay, and then and for the y I will do the same. For the y I'm just going to do the same, and here is a y, and do the small. Okay, so after this I'm just going to set the conditions. Okay, so I'm just going to set console. Okay, set, I hope it should be console. Okay, so console, you can say the console, and I have to do like the cursor positions. Okay, cursor position. Okay, so in the this will provide the console cursor position where I'll take this one. So I'll use this cursor positions. Okay, this is the inbuilt. Okay, so get std handle. Okay, std handle, and inside std output. Okay, so output handle, and then I'll pass my variable called. Okay, so that I have already here. You have to create it. Okay, and I'm passing the x and y axis. So to set the conditions so that it will be handle this with the like the output that we will go through that. Okay, so this will be helping this. So I'm just going to close this one, and here it has been closed. So just let me take it the up. So here like only one app, so something is okay everything. So now that was for the like the another functions for the same. I have already created like a void go to xy. Okay, so I'll pass here the parameter x. Okay, so not x comma y. Okay, just let me check that your whole is in a white, because I have created above and I have to check this one because I created the two functions, go to functions here. That was my two functions up, and for the down, okay, go to add, go to ends. Okay, so here I'll check this one. Okay, okay, this have the parameter, this the data types and the small. Okay, so here is okay. So inside this the void I will handle, okay, handle a chord b f plus std out, std out. B dot x x b dot y equal to y equal to get std handle std, then I'll use the output handle. Okay, so that will be comes from that here, and after this set console for the custom position that I have already used. So I can just here from that cursor positions and just copy and hit paste, and here I'll pass the a and b. Okay, for the handler and the code that we have already passed in this. So here the conditions a comma b, a comma b. Okay, and I'm just going to save the file first. Save. Okay, so I'm just going to up, and here is the function has been finished. Okay, so and after this I am just defining some rules. Okay, for the loading the functions. So I use the for the functions it's void load. Okay, as we already for the load, what I'm going to do that. So when the functions, so the game will load. So here int row, okay, it should be the row, then column. Okay, how many columns will be there? Then out, then the Caesar as a data types as a queue. Okay, queue. Then go to xy. Okay, that how many times it will go to the 36, and for the screens that will be 14. Okay, and then as a print that it will be show the loading. Okay, so this is for the loading. Okay, so it will show the loading and dot dot dot. So for the screens, when the screens will load, so how many times, so where it will go, the 36 to 14 x to y axis. Okay, so and here, and also I have to define that, so it will just go to x y and 30 and 50, 30 and 50, almost it will increase. And for this I have to start from the r equal to 1. Okay, so I have to just going through the loop, less than equal to 20. Okay, and then r plus plus. Inside these functions I'll print of something for here. I have to define the q equal to, not a 1, q equal to, just for a minute here, this is a q equal to, it will start from the 0. Okay, start from the 0, and q is less than equal to it, equal to, like it could be like it will be so this, just like I put can there's something this. Okay, also you can raise this. Okay, and if you want that this one. Okay, so because I'm just putting here to just, if in any cases it will take the time, so in how many times it will complete this one. Okay, so it will always should be equal to less than. Okay, so here I'm just making the comment like q plus plus. Okay, to display the character screen only. So just here like to this display the character screen only. Yeah, so here it will the character screen only for this one. Okay, so print. So I'm just going to take this after the loading. So how many character we can type here? Okay, so like I also you can increase. Okay, so it might be anything. Okay, so depends on the screens how many things and the character you want to display after loading the game. Okay, so print here. So I'll use print f. Okay, print f. Here is the percent C and 177. Okay, so just let me know, and here is the catch. Okay, so the screen is hold when you are not hitting the buttons. Okay, so that will for use it. And after this, just let me go up. Okay, so now that was for the load. Okay, so now I'll use for the down. So using the void down, and inside this void down, I'll initialize I as integer data types. Then I'll use the for loop. It will start from I equal to 0, then I less than. Okay, so here you will condition less than equal to. Okay, head dot y bend. Okay, so in the y axis it will bend, or in the, if you move the head, so it will depends on that how many times it will going to down, right, moving to the bend or something for the this one. Okay, so like if it is moving to down directions, it will continue using the loop as we have already defined for the band underscore number. Okay, so and after this we'll use like y and after this and length is less than length. Okay, so you'll use the length functions and then I plus plus. Okay, I plus plus, and after this you'll use a go to xy. Okay, so here I'll use the head dot x comma head dot y minus 1. Okay, minus not 1, that is equal to y. Okay, so every times when it will be just going to bend down and it will moving to that directions, so length will be increment. Okay, and also, so if you're going to the x, that will be less from the y. Okay, so it will be always from the y minus I. Okay, because if you're going to the x, then it will be from the y minus I. Okay, so I'm just taking this to y equal to 1, and here the functions. Here I'm using if condition. If length equal to 0, then printf. Okay, printf. So this will increase the snack size. Okay, v. Else it will be eat the food. Okay, so eat the food till it will print the food. So we will show the front by the asterisk. Okay, so I'll use the asterisk and printf, and here for this one was for this one, and after completion this go to x. Okay, so for this one here, and here for the if conditions we are just if and else. For this one, okay, this one was the okay, here we don't need. So in the if, okay, so this was for this one. Okay, so in this I have just going to putting the conditions, so we don't need like opening a curly bracket, this one. Okay, and after this I am using the body. Okay, so body of the length, if the snake will eat the food, the body of the length towards go to the direction of the head. Okay, to the x, right? Sometimes it will be the y. Okay, so if you go to the y x, so it will be less from the length dot y. Okay, so in the y it will be less. Okay, head dot y minus I. Okay, so there are the conditions, and after this length it will be plus plus. Okay, it will increment. Okay, so after this here like band, and if here you will use the again the keyword. If you don't have any movement of the keyword, so it will take the keyword can be hit. Okay, it will hit the button something. Okay, and any type of the keyword that you use. Okay, so it will just go to the head dot y plus plus. Okay, so this was for this curly bracket. So the we have finished here, and something has a machine. Okay, so void down. So void for the void down, and here we have finished this one. Okay, so okay, for this one that has been closed. Okay, so now after this we are just going to use a bond, not the bond, this is a band. Okay, so we have defined that is for the like a so down, so it will just going to down, that will check the condition, everything will print like a like it will move, so it will be increment. Okay, the length of the snake will increment. If you're going to eat something, it will be the food that it will towards to going to that. So if you're going to the head dot x, it will look like the up to down, or like right to left. So it will be just it will go to the opposite direction, because that will be, if you're going to x, that automatically it will be less from the y. Okay, so this is the conditions here, and after this here now you'll use the for void delay. Okay, delay. Okay, here void delay. So as you have already taken the double, yes, I'll use the small one, not a K, double K, because we can see that here we have defined delay. Okay, so it will take the same data types. Okay, the K is the name. I'm just taking this K as a parameter names, and here it will be a score. Okay, score. I'm just taking the score functions and this and the long and long double will be included by the I 4. Okay, so for the same conditions I have to use this one. Okay, for these ones I'll be keep the same, okay, same value here, because if it will goes for the loading, so this will be it will take the delay. Okay, so it was same character should be print. Okay, so for I'm just as I'm taking this I equal to 0, not O, that is a 0, then I less than equal to this value, and then I plus plus. Okay, here. Okay, so this is this, and this is a here, like after moving this one, and after the completion this, I'll use a void exit game. Okay, so also I'm just providing the method, the criteria. So what will happen if they exit the game? Okay, so first int I will take the, then I'll check from the 0. Okay, it will check from the 0, and it will check the conditions. Okay, 4, as I've taken the I, so I equal to 4, it will like the 4, and then I is less than length. Okay, I is the length, check with the conditions, I plus plus should be. Okay, because it will start from with 4, because it needs minimum 4 element to touch its own body. Okay, so at least we will provide the 4. Okay, number. Okay, so here I'm just going to make the comment. Okay, so how it will condition in this? If body, okay, so in this I'll go to 0, it will be bodies of x, and x is moving, so equal to body of I loop, okay, dot x, and also it should be checked with the body condition 0, okay, dot y. Okay, and inside this it will go through the I, and it will just check with that like the y. Okay, so something has been wrong here. So as I'm taking the body, okay, so we start from 0, it will check the body of the types that has input the value. Okay, so this is for the, this is correct. Okay, but if I'll check from the this one x, okay, just let me close this one, x, and body of 0 dot y, it should be the equal to body of loop that should be connected to the y. Okay, and here in the if conditions I will check plus plus. Okay, every time check plus plus. Okay, so here it will check from the 0, then it will from the plus plus, that it will be closure. So check value increase as the coordinate of the head is equal to any other body coordinate. Okay, like I'm taking the x or up or down, so it will check with the like x and y only. So in the x and y, that will comes like up, down, and right and left in the all. Okay, so it will check the coordinate of the body. Okay, so now once it will be complete, I'm just go to the out, and here I equal to the length. Okay, it will be equal to the length, or it should not be equal to the 0. Okay, sometimes So I have to put the condition 0. Okay, now I'll use the break. Okay, so after the break, here I'll finish the statement. Okay, and in the break statement, I'll use if. Okay, I'll use if I'll use head dot x is less than equal to 10. Okay, so after this I'll check the condition also, equal to or head dot x is greater than equal to 70, or head dot y is greater than equal to 30. Okay, or check not equal to 0. Check not equal to 0. Okay, so here I have put the conditions. Okay, so in the if conditions, life. Okay, so every time if you're moving to that direction, so life will be decrement. Okay, so this is a like a if you're going to conditions like because we have set the condition here. Okay, so 70 as a value, given the values are in the above value. Okay, so here let me tell you. Okay, okay, that was not like a. Okay, so okay, yeah, so here we have set the conditions. Okay, so for this one, if I are going to the left right directions or up down, so it will match with the direction, and it will check the condition here. Okay, so like if you're going to less than 10, like will be decrement. If you go to head to the towards the 70, it will be just going, because that is a shape of the body. Okay, it will be going after the conditions, so the life will be decrement. Okay, if life is less than equal to 0, and also I have to check the condition if life is less than equal to 0. So what will happen in the conditions? So also head dot x equal to 25, and so head dot y equal to 20, and band number, so how many times it will move, equal to 0. Okay, and head dot directions. What is the head dot directions? Head dot directions is equal to right. Okay, should be right. Okay, it's coming now. So after this, it will move. Okay, so it will use the move function here, so it will move. And after this, in the else condition, it will just clear the screen. System. Okay, system, and here CLS. Okay, there's CLS. So after the clear the screen, we have to print something. Okay, so print f all lives completed. Okay, completed, and I'll use the slash n for the next line. Okay, slash n better next time. Okay, so here, and also we have to provide the specific message. Okay, so press any key to quit the game. Okay, so also press any key to quit the game. Okay, so also, and after this slash n. Okay, so here like I'm just ending the game here, and it will be after this the record function will work. Okay, so if I'm using as a record, so after the completions of all the lives, and after printing the message, it will show the records. Okay, and then records message, so we'll have already like we'll do the code, and let's let me check that we have done that. I hope we have defined for this. Okay, so we just find the record. Okay, yes, record. Okay, so what will happen? So here we will define the records here and exit with 0. Okay, and here it will complete this one, and it was for the if, and here like void for this one. Okay, and after this, okay, so I have to use the 3 1 1 2 3. Okay, so now I'll use for the void food. Okay, void. Now I'm going to write the code for the food. Okay, void food. For this, if my head dot x equal to food. Okay, so what will happen? Food dot x, not only food dot x, and also I have to go for the y. Okay, food y, head y equal to food dot y. Okay, simple as it is. As I'm putting the conditions, so I have to increase the length. Okay, length, then plus. Okay, so length plus, and the time. So I'm just time ta. Okay, so it will also calculate the time. Okay, it's not the calculate time, it will print the time. Okay, and after this a equal to time, inside this I will be start from the 0. Okay, 0, then as random. So random. Okay, so it will just provide the randomly value. Okay, that like something the seeding that you can see the seed something. Okay, so it will provide the like in the a that it will provide the random value. Okay, so after this I'm just going to up this one. After this, so what will happen? So food dot x equal to rand. Okay, so what will have this food equal to percent equal to 70. Okay, there I'm just putting the logic. Okay, so it will just increment with 70%. Okay, the randomly it will be just putting the value. Okay, so here I'll take the conditions. If food dot x is less than equal to 10, so what will happen? So obviously it should be the increment. Okay, so food dot x plus. Okay, this is I'm using here the assignment operator. Okay, this is it will like a 10 plus 1 equal to 11. Okay, something like the function that you are using. Okay, and after this I'm using else if. Okay, else if what will happen? Food dot x equal to 0. Okay, it means I have to create a food for the first time because global variable are initialized with 0. Okay, because as I have already, if the game will start, so it will start from the 0 and food will be count as a 0, and of the snake of the score will also the count the 0. So that's the it's creating the first time the global variable. Okay, and initializing with a 0. Okay, so as I'm food as a keeping the value as a 0, and here I'm just going to else if and food dot x equal to rand. Okay, so here I have to put the same condition. Okay, so as I have to put the 70%, so 30% rest of that it should also be comes with the conditions. Okay, so as I have printed the length plus then time more then food 70%. Okay, so also I have to check the here. Okay, in the void food that I have to make a something the situation where if the food is calculating with the 70%, then the rest of the 30% food it also it will be save or you can increment, or sometimes it will decrement if the direction with the x and y. Okay, so this I have created the timer, then time is equal to 0, it's random functions, and here if I'm putting the random 70%, if the food is less than 10, so it will be increment. Okay, but here after this what I have to do that food for the if going for the x, then the rest of the food will be in the same in the form of the y. Okay, so food y is equal to rent. Okay, rent percent 30% because 70% I've used, and this if condition will be put here if food dot y less than equal to 10. Okay, because if I'm increment then it should be decrement here and it should be condition with that. So food dot y plus equal to not equal to 11. Okay, that is the conditions. And then after this else if else if I'm just putting the condition here, else if food is excluded because I'm just first time because globally variable initializing with the 0. Okay, here and inside this condition for it's a random is okay 70% as a globally I'm just using the same for the percent and the 70%. Okay, here if food dot x equal to 10. Okay, I will use the same value that I use for the above one. Food dot x plus equal to 11, not a minus. Okay, so here is 11, and then food dot y, okay, equal to random. So here is equal to portion is equal to 30. Okay, so as for the same that we have to use for the like you have as for the defining or like we can say the initializing globally that we have to take the same condition. Okay, so like the put x is equal to 0. Okay, that we have initializing. Else if we have to take the conditions that we have set it here. Okay, the 30% we are doing the same, and then if like if food dot y is less than equal to 10. Okay, equal to 10, then here what will happen? Food dot y, okay, food dot y plus plus not increment because I'll use the assignment operator. So here is 11 value. Okay, and this after two curly bracket, then here. Okay, so that the function has been completed for the food. Okay, now here is a curly bracket. I think this is for okay, everything is perfect now. We'll check the later on. Okay, so now I'm just going for the void left. Okay, the left. So if the snake is like something have a functions like the left. Okay, so I using the left. I hope I have declared here. Okay, so I have defined here. Okay, the header. So I'll use this one. Okay, void left. So initialize. Okay, so just let me int I. Okay, here I'll use the loop show for. Okay, so the for left, if I'm moving, it will start from the 0, then I is less than equal to. Okay, here is a band and band underscore number dot x and x dot h, not x dot h. Okay, so dot x equal to it will be assigned with head. Then I'll use the dot x. Okay, that the axis, the coordinate that will be go through that, and then here is and length is equal to length is equal to length. Okay, then I plus plus. Okay. So here I've defined the condition for the left and for the next one. So after this, I'll use for inside the for loop. I have to also to put the conditions. So go to xy. Okay, xy. Then I'll use like I'll use a head to head dot x plus with like the I loop. Okay, okay. And then or also with the like y, okay, but it will not increment in the I, okay, as you are putting the condition. So inside the function go to x, I'll define the length. You put the condition if length equal to 0, then print the length that will be, it will, when you run the program, it will be just like the design, okay, for the specs. Okay, another later on we will apply the graphics also, and after this else, okay, else just print my food, okay. So here is a way, and after the closing this one, I have closed this one, and here I have to just let me go up, okay. I'm just using here like a body 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 of the length dot x equal to head dot x plus I, then body, for if I'm doing for the x, then the rest of the for the y it will remains. So also I have to define the, for the y what will happen in the y. So y it will not just going to increment, it's just the head dot y which will remain same, okay, it will remains the same, and then the length will be increment. So after completion this, I'm just using the band. Okay, so here I'll use the not kv, as already explained, the kv hit. Okay, so here if kv hit, so like the if the button has not been pressed or hit, so head will be head dot x will be decrement, okay, will be decrement. So just let me up, head dot x will be decrement, okay. So here is the for the left, okay, that was for the left, okay. Then I am just going for the right, okay, to the right direction. What will happen? It will go through the right. So use the void, okay, not here, void right. In the right, what will happen? So just I'm putting the same condition, okay. So I'm just going to copy paste, okay. So here the few conditions will change. So okay, so first I'm taking like I, okay, for the initializing the I, then I equal to 0, then band is equal to band number. Here what will happen? Here I'm just going to copy this paste. The right condition it will be same. So copy and okay, copy and paste. Okay, so let me just take it. So okay, so I'm just going to initialize with the I, okay, then for loop I have to initialize with 0, then I less than equal to, okay, in the here I'm not going to bend, okay, I'm not going to bend, I'll just put the conditions, okay, I'm just going to put the conditions for this, okay. So here okay, so light, okay, so like initialize with 0. So here I'll just be opposite to the direct the conditions, okay. So if I'm moving to right, so head dot x, okay, head I is less than equal to head dot x, okay, because if I'm moving to the left, so it should be the opposite of the right. So head dot x, then it should be the band, okay. If it is a band, so it will calculate the band number, that is the correct one, okay, and then the value will be x with the associated with, not it will going to the head x, because if you are moving the right, so if you are moving the right with the head, then the band will be positioned with the like the x, okay. And here the same condition, the length is the length I plus plus, then here I'm just putting the another condition. Okay, so here go to xy head, because I don't want to do this. Okay, because I just moved just putting the conditions. Okay, okay, here dot y. Okay, so I'm just okay, so here will conditions. Okay, so what I'm going to do, that just making a comment everywhere. Okay, so I'll read the length first. If I'll check with the left conditions, moving the left, if it is going through that, so just I'll change the condition here. And okay, just let me print everything here. Okay, okay, so here I've created this. Okay, so now from this one, so body of the, I'll check the length. Okay, dot x is equal to head dot x plus y. So here, if I'm moving to the right, that should be the minus. Okay, okay, then after this, if you check condition the both the length and that of for the y, the head dot y, it is correct. Okay, and then here I will check the conditions. Okay, so go to xy. Okay, and then body, here is the body of the length, len length dot x. Okay, then body the length dot y. Okay, so here let me just remove this one. Okay, so just let me remove this one. And here in the inside the coax, I will put the condition here. Okay, here just going to if length equal to 0, and then it will be so to the, and as a length is greater than 0, so I'll just print f, it will just go to the right opposite directions. Okay, the snakes will be moved. Okay, so now it's going to the right direction, so the length of the text or screens or the value, it should be right. Okay, so always if you say the left, it will be wrong. Okay, so if I'm moving my arrow to the right direction, so should be the like this one. Okay, okay, so now I'm just print that has been the value. So in the else, okay, so inside this I have to use the else. Okay, else print, again not here, z, else print f. Here the snake, the value of the food will be printed will be same because as an asterisk. Okay, and here I'll check the conditions. So here is a curly bracket has been closed, and after this I have to just as printed. So then okay, so I'll just after completion this, I'll use the length of the body. So here, so I have incremented the length plus. Okay, and after this this function will work. So bend if not equal to, if I'm not hit any button, so it will move to the head, not a decrement, it will be increment, not it will decrement this time. Okay, so this is a function. I'm just going to save the file. Okay, okay, so here is the function till now. So I moved, so now I'll move to okay, so if I'm moving to the right, so what the condition in the bend it should be. Okay, so I'm just going to make a function for the bend. Okay, so here void, this is a void then bend. Okay, in this bend I'll use, okay, so one of the curly bracket as it remains. I hope that is for, I'll check the later on. Okay, something has been missing, so I will clear on the last one. Okay, so this is a code till now, so I'm just going to the down. Okay, so in the void bend, we are just going to write the code here. So inside this I will clear the I and then j, then I'll use another variable name is diff, and then I'll use the for loop, and here I equal to bend slash underscore, not a slash, number I is less than equal to 0 and length less than length and I plus plus, not a big one, this is a small one here. And inside the I'll use the loop. Okay, here I'll use the for loop. Inside this I'll put the condition if band of I dot x, it will go through the loop. Okay, x equal to band equal to I minus 1 dot x, it will goes through that. And as I am putting the if condition here, so I'll use, as I define the variable name def equal to band and then I and dot y minus band I minus 1 dot y. Okay, so here is the conditions. Now I'll check the another conditions inside this. Okay, the def. Okay, so here I'll use the if def less than 0 for j equal to 1, j is less than equal to, okay, the value here should become minus decrement. Okay, not a different div. Okay, differentiate. Okay, so this is terms I'm using, and then j plus plus. Okay, and here in the 4 I'll use the body of length length dot x equal to band I dot x. Okay, okay, here not a 1 is equal to 1. Okay, it's equal to comma, sorry, semicolon. Then here I'll use the length. For this I'll now go for the y. Okay, as I'm just bending the my like sneak, so I have to do for the y. Okay, so bend here like I, and here to y plus j. Okay, not semicolon here, and after this I will use go to, okay, not here, I'll use the inside, go to xy. Okay, here body length dot, not inside this, as I'm only using the length, so here x then comma and then body, and I will use the length also. I will do for the y coordinate. Okay, and then after this I'll use like print. Okay, so so what should be a print? I have to print the food. Okay, okay, and after that I will be increment the length plus plus. Okay, here, and after this in the side, after this inside I have to go to, I'll go just going to, so after this inside this also I have to check the conditions. If length that is increasing, it should be the length. Okay, it should be the length. Okay, and after this I'll use the break. Okay, so it will just, if it is equal to that, it should be a break. Okay, and after this I'll use else if and after this if is greater than 0, so here it should come with the loop. Okay, and 4, and here j equal to 1, and j is less than equal to div. Okay, the value that I am just going to check the conditions, also it should be the increment to this. Okay, so and here I'm just going to check the length, body length of this, that I will pass the length in this with the, for the x coordinate, and when it will bend, is going to bend with the the I loop, and it will check with the x. Okay, so I'm just going to see the value here, file, then the save. Okay, so and after this, oh yeah, so now I'm going to like use the body. Okay, for the just I'm just copy paste. Okay, because here I have to just put, I'm just going for like the x coordinate, then also I have to do for the y coordinate. So I just have to put the like y, and here is the conditional check. If it is going towards the like x, so the value, the space, it will, if you're going to the y, so x space will be increment and y will be decrement. Okay, so here y I have to like a y minus j. Okay, so here y minus j. Okay, in these conditions. So after this, go to xy, go to xy, and here I'm just going to like go to xy, then inside this body, and then the length that it will increment by that x, and then body, inside that we have to pass the both one. Okay, in the coordinate I have to body, see it's not body, it's a body, and the length for the same y coordinate. Okay, and after this put this one, the print f, okay, print, not the print, okay, print f, and I am using like asterisk. Okay, and so length plus plus. Okay, and also here I'll check the condition. If the length is increment, so it should be the equal to the length. Okay, and after this I'll use the break statement, and here the two curly bracket will close here, and else if, here I have to put the conditions. Okay, so else if when for the while loop dot y equal to bend, in the bend condition it should be the I minus 1 always. Okay, if I'm going to check the condition with the for the y that will be attached with, and then after this div equal to bend, check with the I dot x k dot x, and then it will be just coordinate with the bend conditions I minus 1. Okay, now it will for the like, it will go to the like x. Okay, because here we are checking for this, so it, if it is not fulfilling these conditions, so it will be just going to take the value, going to store in this one as a differentiate. Okay, and after this, as I'm putting the condition here, so as a I'm just going to check the and the conditions here after this one. Okay, if diff, okay, because I'm just putting the condition is greater than 0, so what will less, sorry, not a 0, that is a less than 0, so what condition should be fulfilled? So I'm just going to check the loop. Okay, for, so it will be just going to j equal to 1 and j less than equal to, here I'll condition, put the condition minus, it will be just going to less than, and length less than length, not a length, less than length, and j plus plus. Okay, and after this, in the for this loop, we are just going to put the conditions. Body of the length for the x coordinate will be equal to the band. The same loop that will go through that, it will check the conditions. So x plus j. Okay, here, not here. I have to write this one. Okay, so now I'll just go for like the same the y. Okay, so as this is for like body length, then the y should be equal to the y. Okay, and bend y I, and it will just going to like the y, because every times if I'm checking for the condition y, so it will just check the condition here. So it will check the conditions increment by I that I'm using the loop here. Okay, I that -1, then it will differentiate is greater than condition 0, then it will be, let's check the condition with the minus, it is in the minus, that it will be check the condition, and for this loop it will be just going to check the down, and for the x and y coordinate it will be just checking the length of the snake, and it will move accordingly. Okay, so after this I'm just going to print. Okay, so here this is condition. So after these conditions I'm just putting here. Okay, so in the body, after the body I'm just go to x y. Okay, go to x y. So body length x, body length dot y, printf asterisk, and then the asterisk, then the length plus plus. Okay, here, and after this if length equal to length, so okay, so length, so for the same it will be just going to break the conditions. Okay, break the statement here, and inside this I'm just going to just the first curly bracket, and here another condition will check, else if. Okay, so I put the condition else if. In the else if, what I'm going to do that I'm just going to check the conditions with before is equal to 0. Okay, then 4, in the 4 it will j equal to 1. Okay, it will start from the 1 and j will be less than equal to difference, the value that has been stored, and also it will check the length. Okay, length is less than to length. Okay, that has been checked with that, and then g plus plus. Okay, and after this here I'm just going to like I will use the same like here, because in the each sub condition it should like work. Okay, so body the length x band, then the x minus j. Here the two conditions, if it is going to down, it should be the coordinate with the minus conditions. Okay, if I am going to the up, that it should be the increment as it is it has been increment here. Okay, so here then I'm putting the same conditions and it will be the same. Okay, just it will change here, it will change here, then y, then and after this also we'll just copy this one. Okay, so here I'm just going to copy here, and but here everything I hope it will be same, because we are just going to the check of the coordinate with the length x, then the body with the length of coordinate y. Okay, this is perfect for now here. And if I move to that also, I'll just I can just copy here this to same. So I'm just going to copy and paste it. Okay, so here, and after this 4, so 1 2 3 4. Okay, just let me complete this one. Okay, so this is one that has been completed. Okay, so now that is the it was condition for the every condition we have checked. If it is moving to the x coordinate, if you are moving to the y coordinate, if you are moving to the like the opposite directions of the food, that, and if you are moving to the correct direction of the food, and it will just miss it. So now I'm just define the function for the border. Okay, so in this for void I'll use border. Okay, so I hope we have defined the function here. We can see that, and border. Okay, so I'm just taking the same name. Okay, I have just taking the same name border. Okay, so and now here first I will clear the screen. I'll just go into system CLS, that will be clear the screen. Okay, and after clearing the screen, initializing I. Okay, and I'll use the go to xy. Okay, and first it will go to the food dot x, then food dot y. Okay, so only it is for displaying the food. Okay, so alternately it should be the print the food. Okay, then print f. Okay, so here like f. So also I'm just going to for loop here, and I equal to 10. Okay, and as we have already defined the value, so we will go through that one. Okay, I is less than not equal to, so I'll just put the 71. Okay, so I'm just I less than 71, and then I plus plus to increment with that. Now here I'm just go to xy. Okay, xy. In this I will just put the I, then the 10 of the value, and then here not print f, and here I will define the sign, and here the not sign, then to close this one, and after this go to xy, and here I'll define the I, and the value will be 30. Okay, so here like the print f. Okay, so int f, and here also I will define the not. Okay, so this will be like a define the border. So we are using to define the border how to go the x and y axis. Okay, if you will be starting from the 10, the maximum will be less than 71, not equal to here. And after this I'm just going to print the loop. Okay, for here I equal to 10, and I is less than 31. Okay, not a 21, that will be 31, and then I plus plus. Okay, so here inside this I'm just in go to xy, then here is the value 10 dot I. Okay, so after this I'm just going to print the same, so I'm just going to copy paste. Yeah, okay, so this is a copy and this is a paste. Okay, now I will just go to the same as 70. Okay, so if I'm taking the inside the loop, so it should work for this one. Okay, so 70. Okay, 70, then it should print this one. Okay, for this one, and now as I've printed, so I'm just using this one. So this was for the border. Okay, so how the border will work and how it will be print. Okay, see if I'm going to the, that was a y-axis, this is for the x-axis, x. Okay, and this is for x and this is for the y. Okay, so now after completion this we will print statements. Okay, so here void print as we have defined. So just I'm going to check this. So print. Okay, here let me calculate. I'm just going to save the file using the Control S, and here you can see like a print. Okay, now perfect now. So here I'm using the print. Okay, print method here by using the void print. So here just going to print the statement. So print f, and here I'll use the statement. So so that will be like a starting. So it will be just going to use here. I have written the statements also, so I'm just going to copy and paste. So like the statement here. So here, welcome to my games. Okay, so I'm just going to paste this here. So here, like a space, then welcome to my mini games. Okay, so welcome to my mini snake games. Okay, with any key to continue. Okay, so after this I'll use this. So slash t is for the like a horizontal tab. Okay, so after this here I can use slash n. Okay, and after this I'm just going to get. Okay, get, as I already explained. So to continue any statement, I have to hit the any keywords and buttons. Okay, and after this I'll be clear the screen. So system. Okay, okay, not here in the CLS, and after clearing the screens, I'll just going to printf. Okay, printf. So also I'll provide the game instructions. Okay, so how you're going to do that. So in the horizontal tab, game instructions. Okay, and here slash and. Okay, and after this I'll use the print have. Okay, so here will you use the statement. Okay, and slash n for the next line. Okay, and here I'll use the array keyword. So here I have the statement here, and this first I'll use arrow to move the snake. Okay, use array to move the snakes, then slash n. Okay, next line, then next line will start with this one. Okay, so here like we'll provide the skills. Okay, so here I have to put the statement here. Okay, and I'm just going to put the conditions here. So statement is you'll be provides foods at the subsequent coordinates at the screens which you have to eat. Okay, everything that. Okay, so that will be better. Like I'm using here like slash n, and here. Okay, so print have. Okay, inside this slash n, and here. Okay, so I'm just going to delete one. Okay, okay, so this is conditions. Okay, so I have a condition here. Use the score. Okay, okay, so for this is one, and after everything, then I have to use like a print f. Okay, so slash n. I'll use the slash n. Okay, and here is the instruction. So I'm just giving the instruction here. So slash and printf. So after the for score, here you will provide the lives. Okay, so also you have to do the code for the lives. So also you will use this one, and here is error. So just let me remove this. Okay, so everything is completed. Okay, so here is now. So after lives, what I'm going to do that. So print f. Okay, slash n, and here you will provided 3 lives. After this, live will decreases and touch the screen. Okay, you will hit the or touch the screen. Okay, so like I'm just going to better way. Just going to do this. Okay, and also for the next line, I have to use the slash n. So I'm as slash n and slash n. Okay, slash n, and here And for the next condition will be like I have to give things you can pause the games in the middle. So if I want to pause the games, we can just like hit the button, any button, and you can, okay, and slash not n slash n, and here is the semicolon. Okay, so again I'm using the printf statement, then slash n. Okay, you will pause the game. After this pause the game, what is the condition? To continue to press any key once again, if you want to press S key. Okay, so I'm just going to copy paste, and here is the code. Okay, slash. Okay, so this is the our condition that we have like completed. Here are the game instructions, and after this I'll use. So also I have to just like once the clear is blue screen. So if you want to play the game, so what will happen? So printf here I will provide also another instruction slash n for the next line. So after 3 lines, okay. So I want to like slash n slash after 4 lines, okay. So press any key to play the, okay, not the play the game, okay. So play the game, okay. Okay, so after this what will happen? So as you will check the conditions, if we have hit the button, if you have hit the button, if not, it will be checked with the condition. It will take the 27 seconds, okay, 27 seconds, okay. Control Z, it should be 27, okay. Here is exit, and after this what will happen? It will exit here, okay. After 30 seconds it will be exit here, and I'm just going to Control C, and here this is the key, okay. Now, and after this what I'm going to do that, so after as a game instruction I have to also save the record, okay, the person who are playing the game. So also I have to save the game, okay. So I'm just going to use this as a void record, okay. CHR character, so player name, okay, player name, and it should be like the 20 character, okay. Okay, and another player name, like it should be 20, and it should be in the character C, okay. And now here after this I'm just going to taking the data types, okay. Just as a character I'm taking the store the name of the player and another thing. So now I'm going to take a data types as integer, then I, then j, then px, okay. And after this I'll use the file, okay, because not here, okay, what else, the cursor has moved, okay. So just let me, I'll use a file, okay. So file will help to create and save the file when I'll be just save the information, and so I'll use the asterisk info, okay, to save the files, okay. So now as I'm using like here I'm using that is called, okay, asterisk, that it will read the file, that it will save the file by using the file types, okay. That is a function, inbuilt function that we are using here, okay. As I'm using the like pointer here, so it will be saving the file it will open, okay. So I have already made this course on my channel, so you can just go to read how file open and file close work. So I'm just going to using the pointer here, this pointer, you can see that you're using the pointer that will save in the file using the file function. So f open, and here I'll use record, okay, record dot txt, that will be saved from the file, my file name, okay. So the file name will be record dot txt, and then here, so a plus, okay. So in the a what will happen, it will be just going to increment the text value. Okay, so after this I'm using here a get. So it will take the keywords from the key, it will take the text from the keywords, and then after this it will be clear the screen. System, then CLS, okay, system, and here CLS. And after saving the file, I'm just going to print the statement print f. Okay, not here. Enter your name. Okay, enter your name /n. For the next line, scan. Okay, not this one. Scan f. Okay, scan f. Here I'll use the %, and it will be just like the name with the design that it will comes through that. Okay, so I'm just using that sign, that is operator. Okay, so that is called the bitwise. Okay, so then /n, and for the next line, then after this clear the, like we have passed the player name. Okay, so it will be format like something like that. Okay, so player name, and after this also, okay, so we have used for this. Okay, so and after this we are just going to create a statement. Okay, like if you want to something, so for this I'm just going to print the statement here. So now after this just going to make a loop. Okay, so not to print a statement. After this we will be just going to print the statement by using this. Okay, so first letter space to capital. Okay, so for this just let me comment here. Okay, and this for loop for j, I'll just going to check the loop with the j equal to 0, and then player name. Okay, player name j is not equal to, it's not equal to, here you will check the conditions, not here, here is equal to j, not k, j not equal to, equal to, not equal to, it should be the slash. Okay, and the 0. So what will we do here, it will check the conditions with like any value has been passed. Okay, by using the /n. Okay, then it will be increment plus jj. Okay, so actually what will happen, so here /0 to convert the first letter after space to capital. Okay, so it will change automatically into capital. So I'm using the /0. Okay, so not equal to, and after this, okay, so here I'm just going to loop, so just click me up here, and the name, no player name. Okay, is a passing as a 0 equal to, in the upper. Okay, the uppercase. Okay, the uppercase should be used for the player name. Okay, so here I'm using, okay, for this I'm just going to j, and here is the player name, player name. Again, the value should be in the starting as a 0 and not here. Then after this I'll put the condition if, okay, if player name j minus 1 equal to, and here I'm just going to put the condition in the if conditions, and player name, no player name equal to, what will happen, j minus 1. Okay, so it will be decrement, the value has not been defined in the name player, so it will decrement. So player name will come. Okay, so here like first I've defined the conditions. If input is nothing in there, so it will just going to player name. Okay, to check with that. So first like I have to define the in the uppercase. Okay, to upper to upper. Okay, to upper, then here like and to upper player name. Okay, this is taking the automatically, so I'm just player name. Yeah, so player name, and here I'll use the 0, and after this I'm just going to put the condition, another condition here. Okay, so first, like, okay, so first I created the conditions loops, then I have defined the here the conditions. So the no player name should be 0, so the to upper is equal to the player name that should become. Then I'm checking the condition. If the player name is j minus 1, so that should be the s0, so it will be minus s0. Okay, so as it has been started, so there is no player, so it will blank, and inside this no player name is equal to j. Okay, so it should be like a something different. Okay, so that should be like a j, so j is equal to upper player name. Okay, so in the upper player name it should be like a j. Okay, and after this I have to just remove the condition here, and inside this I will use a npl name, player name, no player name. So what will condition? So it will be j minus 1, okay, equal to player name with j minus 1. Okay, j minus 1. If there is no any player, so it should be the blank in the both. Okay, because there will be no any space in between that. No space, so there will be no any data or no file will be there. Okay, so else in the conditions else it will be like n player, just n player name. Okay, n player name. So in this condition now it will, if it will come to the value, so it will just equal to the player name. Okay, if it comes any value, since the no players, the value will come. Okay, right. So here the statement will close. In the else, after this, here like I'll write n pl name. In the j, I have to just make it equal to the conditions. Okay, if there is no any value, that it should slash 0. That is not is okay. So here is a condition till now. So I'm just going to save the file. Okay. So for this was for the first conditions. Okay. So now I will use another condition here. Okay. So I'm just making the like a statement here. Print. Okay. So as I want to print the file names, okay, so I'm using the fprintf. Okay, so inside this I'm just going to type a variable, so just that is like a variable name that has been declared. Okay, so here I declared in the file, okay, info, by using the pointer method. So I'm using the info. Okay, info, and then the statement I'll use the player name. Okay, here is the player name. Okay, in the player name, in the percent, and she will use the s, and then slash n. Okay, and I will display the, if I don't have a player name, so player name. Okay, and after this I'll use, now I'll use the for date and time, so when the player has been saved the record and all. Okay, so I'll use time underscore, not underscore, underscore time with time. Okay, okay, so this is like a, I'll just make it for the date and time. So, and after this, here I'll create a variable name, my time. Okay, equal to time, that should be the null. Okay, so if it don't should have the value. So let me just walk. So it should don't have the any value. Okay, so f print f And after this, I'll just going to print info. Okay, info. Then I can. Okay, so I want to just like the player name. So played date. Okay, so I'll here a played date. Okay, so just okay. So played when you will play the game. So it will be show the date when we have to play the game. Okay, so and percent as and then slash and here. Okay, so as I've defined, so c time. Okay, c time, and 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 here is as I defined my time. In the my time I don't have a value, but it will take from that when you will play the game. Okay, and my time. Okay, I'm just going to save the file, and to this I'll use fprintf. Okay, so also I need to show the score. Okay, so just going to copy paste. Okay, and here to show the scores and info that will print in the like the text file. Then here I have to mention the score the percent d that I'll use and slash n. So now here I'll do that the make the change in px equal to score only. Okay, so score only, and because call the score here I will be called to score to display the score. Okay, that I'm using the px in this. I'm defining the score only here. Okay, now okay, so also I can see to the to call to the label to the show the scores. So I don't want to do label. Okay, so I don't want to just I want to print to like scores. Okay, now after this I'm just going to make a loop. Okay, for as I equal to 0 and I is less than. So here I'll make the 50. Okay, and then I plus plus. Okay, and after this I'll be print informations. Okay, f print f, and here in that I'll info and percent c, and I'll use to this one. So when using this one I'll be just this one. Okay, these are to for the screens, and for the next line also I need to do for the next line print f. Okay, so info in the file I will use the slash n for the next line. Okay, and after this file should be the close. Okay, so as file has been opened, so file should be also be the close, which I'll use the class info. And so you can see the my courses. Okay, so I have uploaded on the YouTube, so you will get help to how file opening and closing works. Okay, so print f. Okay, so here wanna see fast record. It will ask you if you want to see the score. Okay, so here like a was and yes. Okay, and for the yes actually you will just go to the no that we have to escape on. Okay, so yes, and after this and here I'll correct the cha. I'll define the variable name in the gauge like here it will ask for to take the like a input the buttons to enter the screens. Okay, here, and after this system will be clear. System, not system. Okay, system will be clear. So I'm just going to cls. Okay, and after this I'm just putting the condition if my as I'm just putting the conditions, like if something has not been enter button or something, so what should be the condition here? If okay, if y printed a y as a hit the button, okay, in the y, not a single quote because I'm choosing single quote, so y, so inside that I have to put the condition, so info equal to f open, as I'm talking about the file, and also I've saved the file as a record. Okay, so I'm just taking the file name. I've checked that what is the file name here. Okay, record. I'm just going to copy paste, copy and paste here. Record.text. Okay, and then /r, not t /r. Okay, so it will write. Okay, so sorry, read. Okay, it will file now read. Okay, and after this, okay, here, and if condition has been started, now I'll use a do. Okay, and the do, what will be the put chr, it will take the corrector, it will put the corrector here, and c equal to get corrector into the inf file, as we have the file has been saved, the file options of file. Okay, so this is a way, and here we will close this one. Okay, and here while c, okay, so okay, so c, okay, so here I don't need this one. C here is not equal to equal. Okay, end of the file. Okay, your this end of the file. Okay, end of the file. So what will happen? So it will just close the conditions. Okay, okay, so I have to just close the condition here. I'll just remove this one. Okay, so here we go. I have to do this one. Okay, here like for this one, close this one. So now also I have to close the information also. Okay, so file has been closed. So if f close info. Okay, so here a file has been closed. So after this int score, I'll just go for the score. Okay, for the score. Okay, so here file has been opened. So two files has been opened. So now, so here I'll just go to check that. So first I'll just going to, I think as we have to close this file, so this was for this and this was okay, so I have to remove this one. Okay, so now it is okay. So now I'll just going to int score. Okay, so for the int score I have to just use to the go to xy. Okay, and here I have to pass the x and y, as I've taken that score equal to length. Okay, this is the length minus 5. Okay, so what will happen? So score, so what is how a score will count? Okay, so when my snake will eat the food, so it will calculate, because as in my snacks already 3, sorry, not I will add the 4 one. Okay, so once it will count, or it will be incremented by 1, so always it should be start with a -5, because already it have a foods. Okay, with this next, so I'll show in the later one. I mean, I will run this code. Okay, printf, and here I'll be just going to score. Okay, and %d, and here length minus 5. Okay, this is perfect now, and here it should be not, it should be like here. Okay, So as I want to show the value that it will calculate, the every value should be there. Okay, so now the simple as it is score. So I don't want to write, I'm just going to copy because the same statement should be printed after this one. Okay, and after this also to check the line. Okay, I'm just going to go to xy and the value should be printed 58 and printf and here like live. Okay, live is equal to percent not d and then it's a live. Okay, in the live and that it should be the return to the score. Okay, it should be the return to the score. Okay, so it will print the value here. So and now and also you will make the program for the screen only. Okay, because here I have used score, so it will show the screen errors. What is the point and pixel it will calculate it, so it will be the screens only. Okay, so I have made the function here. For this also I have to make the function and I'll do score only. So just I'm going to copy and paste, so should be not score only. Okay, so in the score only I'm just going, okay, score only and int score and is equal to the score. I hope yes, we have a score. Okay, so now as a system will be clear first. Okay, system and CLS clear screen and it will return to the score. Turn to the score. Okay, and after this I'll use the void up. Okay, for the void up, again not this one, this one. Okay, here in this the case sensitive is very matter. Okay, if you are using the any terms or something, any keyword in the caps locks, that the meaning of the report will be totally changed. So please be careful. Okay, so when you are doing the code. Okay, so after this I'm just going to there is a few function that will work very smoothly. So first I'm just void up and inside this I'm just going to int I and after this 4 I'm just using the loop 4 and I equal to 0, I is less than equal to band. Okay, so but here I'm using the band. Okay, that I've already created the loops for this, and inside this I will be passing the average of the band number, how many times it will be, and this that y it will associate with head dot y. Okay, and also it will check the length. Okay, length, check the length and less than length, then I plus plus. Okay, and inside this I'm just going to the go to xy head dot x head dot y plus it will loop that I have used, that it will be increment here. Okay, and after this I'm using it will check the length also. Okay, so length equal to 0 and print f, that is bitwise operator I'll use. You can see here that is a bitwise operator, and the else conditions and f use like asterisk. Okay, and after this let me up this one. Okay, so after this I'm just going to print f, then this one, then the body of the length also have to check that. Okay, body of the length with x coordinate equal to head with x coordinate. Okay, but inside this, for the also if I'm doing for the x, okay, it is going to up, that it should be going to down. If you're going to the down, then y plus I. Okay, now your length plus plus, and after this I'll use a bend. Use the bend that we have already defined, and if not equal to, it will be weight, just like the kV hit. Okay, so it will be just going to like not equal to, like uh, enter the button from the keyboard, then what will happen? So it's just going. So here I have, this is the functions. So head dot y minus minus. Okay, and this is the functions, and I have to, it is completed now. So I'm just going to save the file and save. Okay, and I'm just going to run here. Okay, from this run, so this is a run, going to call run. So I'm just going to check the line number 286. Okay, so here, okay, here is the error. It should be this one. Okay, and this was the error. So okay, so this is a typically mistake error. Okay, that I have make it. So I'll just clear the slash n. Okay, so it should be the slash n, and here missing terminate. Okay, so line number 393. So just I'm just going to fastly solve the error. 393. So 393. Here is 4. That is a perfect now. Okay, so as I told you, so it will just, okay, here this is the topic now. Okay, so I'm just going to save the file, and again I will run this. So let me check how many errors still are. Okay, so still it's showing. Okay, just let me run this again. Okay, so here I've made the error. Okay, so almost 9 to 10 errors are there. So slice 397. Okay, so 397, 2 error, 397, 398. Okay, so I make the error in the especially like here, that like mostly error is like in statement 397. Okay, so 397, I have to just compile it. 397. Okay, slash n to continue. Okay, so it should not be space here. So I think 397 slash n. Okay, so slash n. This is taking like okay, this is the statement, and now, and I'll check with another statement. What was? Okay, so statement has gone. Okay, so this is the error, and again here I make the error also. So just let me 420 and 420 and 25. Okay, so here I have to just make the error here. So okay, so I'm just going to complete one by one. Okay, so this is just typing error everywhere. So I'm just going to finish this one. So here another error. So almost all the error has been finished, and I have arranged the code. So one of the error has been found, the line number 153. Okay, so here I'll 153. Okay, so here I have to miss the semicolon. Okay, so now I'm going to run this program. So this is the run, and okay, so still the error is there. Okay, so just let me, because the new line has been appeared. So I'm just going to this, and first we're going to debug. Okay, So in the run, start debugging. Okay, so it is okay now. Okay, and I will run this code here, and we can see that it's a loading. Okay, as we have programmed for the program for the load, and just let me make this to zoom out. Okay, and here something error is there, so just let me fix it. Okay, so just let me just make this screen small. Okay, so here control plus. Okay, so as there's few functions are working, so just I'm going to delete and terminate this, and going to run this code. Okay, so here I have to hit the enter. Okay, so control 0. Okay, so just okay, so just let me. Okay, here, so everything has been gone. Okay, so now as I can control minus. Okay, so I'm going to run this code. Okay, so to so I will hit the enter. Okay, so here I have to describe the instructions. So like use the keyword snake, you will provide the code, and everything has been mentioned that I have corrected. Okay, so press any game to play the game. Okay, so I'm just going to hit the enter, and it you can see that it's a loading. Okay, so as we make the program for the loading, and after loading I will hit the enter, and you can see that snake has been moving, and it's a fasting. Okay, you can see that. Okay, and here is a food as a f. Okay, so and we can see that here's a life is equal to 2, and I will score, and the speed of the snake is very fast. So just I'm trying to eat 1. Okay, so you can see that the score has been increased, okay, by 1, and if I'll go to like live, it's equal to has remains 1. Okay, and after this, and here life is equal to 0. Okay, and the last one is 1. So my score total score is also, I'm entering my name, so Rajiv Kumar. Okay, and now you'll see the where it has been saved. Okay, so I'm just going to check this and the save, because where I have to save the file. Okay, so just wait. So I'm just going to save the file. So here I have saved the file in the document, and C++ game and the snake. Okay, so in the snake there is a file. Okay, so if I see the records, so like okay, here my name is saved, and the date is showing Sunday, March 20, and here everything is shown, and score I make the 1, it is showing also. Okay, so now here is a file, okay, that I make the game that has been created. So I'm just going to open it. Okay, and here is a black screen has been appeared. Okay, this is a perfect now. So sometimes the interface of the Visual Studio is not good. So for this I'm just going to directly open the file. Okay, welcome to the mini game, and I will hit the enter. There's instructions, and it is a loading the file. Okay, so now after loading the file, the interface will be open, and we can see that this is a nice interface has been opened. Okay, the speed of the snake is also the good, and here if you want to change, then you can change the code, food is showing something and also we can see that there is a 5 strict as a use to the length of the snake that we have make it. Okay, if the score has been 2, okay, so now life is 3, that we can see that, and life score is a 3, life is still is a 3. I'm just going to 8, and then score 4, then it has been end. Okay, so now you can see that life has been 2. Okay, so now it has been end, life has 1. And if you want to change the food style, that is a if, that is a not good. Okay, so I'm just going to, okay, so as I explained that I have used to okay, so this is a score 5, and this is a end game. Okay, and life 0 has been remains, means after the completions of 1, by default it will be remains the 3. So this is my last chance, and I'm going to, this is a finish, and this is a learn. Okay, lots. Okay, we'll hit the enter, and I'll refresh, and we can see that record will be saved after this one. Okay, so score is, this is now the 6, and that was the 1 score. So now I'm going to change the code, and here, and this is let me close at control F. Okay, so I'll change the food. Okay, name of the food, that is a F. It should not be F. Okay, any sign I can use. Okay, here that was the like food. Okay, so let me just go to the food and the border, that is not okay, and score that has been used. Okay, so I use void food. Okay, so so I'm just changing the code as a food. Okay, because F is a not good sign for the food. Okay, so here I explain something and I have made the comment and arrange the code. Okay, and you can see that. And if you want to this code, just text me, I'll send the code. Okay, here is a food. Okay, border. So I'll use like a that is a food should be like something. And okay, I'm now going to first I'm just going to run this code and hit the enter, hit the enter. Okay, so here cursor, hit the enter, it's loading, and I will hit the enter. Okay, so food sign is a different, we can change any sign. Okay, as this is a fast moving, so this is a not good interface for in like a Visual Studio. So this was a perfect game, and in the next video we will do a code for a multi color. Okay, so we will try to make a color full snakes. Okay, so thank you so much guys. So if you have didn't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe, so you will get the notification and all the videos and all the next video that we are going to make it. Thank you.